Yo, 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 what's happening, guys? So we spoke about the uprising wedge. I think my last 4 tiles were red. I've been trying to just explain to you guys, market is a little bit heated, that there is a pullback incoming, but it's going to be one of the most life-changing pullbacks, and the one where we're going to understand that a bunch of altcoins got released, right? A bunch of altcoins got released the last couple of days, and massive pool like breakouts. And I just want to show you guys here as an example. Look at Injective as an example. Broke out of the structure. Doesn't mean it was alt season just yet. It did show us that we did need a reset. Okay, but this reset's going to come into weekly zones here and give you the best damn entries for the bull market. Okay, however, we need to understand that these days are going to come. Okay, and you know what's amazing? You know what's amazing, guys? I'm not Jimmy, right? And what I mean by that is I am sitting with all of my cash. Boom. Now, I got a lot of stick in the last couple of days. Sheldon, you're bullish. What's happening? I've learned from this, right? When the market speeds up, you bank some damn money, you get for the 20%, you wait for the 20% pullback so that you have money. I'm now sitting with 900K to buy the damn dip. And my little shorts are printing over here, but it wasn't about making money on the shorts. It doesn't matter. The market is down now today, and a lot of great coins that are still the exact same tokens of what they were 3 days ago when they were valued 20, 30% higher are now on special. But I actually have money to buy them. Right? Does that not make a massive difference? Guys, I told you we are trading this market with a strategy. We are not falling for the same damn mistakes we've done many times. And for those that maybe have fallen part of the trap, maybe sitting in a little bit of a loss now, sitting in those portfolios, you are still early because it's about to get bigger. These pullbacks and these pumps are going to get bigger. Okay, and if you can learn and just survive through this little patch now, you're going to have a phenomenal bull market. But it's time to learn now. It's time to know that there is a game to play here. There is how much money can you keep? Yes, we can all make money. When are you going to take these profits? When are you going to do that? So today, I'm going to focus very much on where we're buying our altcoins back. I'm going to show you guys that I do think the dump is going to get a little bit worse. Okay, but I think the first dump is the one to buy. After that, there's a bounce and a higher low coming where you can add a little bit more to the portfolios. I'm going to show you exactly what altcoins I'm buying. I'm going to set a bunch of limit orders with you guys again today with my own account, like we do normal, okay? And we're going to get back in at good levels, but we are level-headed, and it feels damn amazing that the market is red today and we have cash. Can I please see the likes fly through the roof of who took profits? Who's sitting some money right now? Who's got some money to buy the damn dip? Does it not feel amazing? Does it not feel like we're finally doing something a bit different and not just getting stuck into this bull mode that it's always going to go up? You're going to have a couple of days of up. You're going to have a couple of days of down. It's a sequence. It's a rhythm here. So I want to see the likes fly through the roof because I promised you to be real. I promise you to not be just a moon boy. I promise you we're going to make a shit ton of money. We're going to be the most profitable community in crypto. That was my promise to you. So if you're excited about that, hit the like and let's have a phenomenal show. I got a lot to show you guys. No more wasting time. Let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like Sniper. Welcome to Sheldon the Sniper.
Fam, what's happening? Brand to the channel, hit the subscribe button. You know that you're in the realist community in crypto. Why? Because I've been through the ups, I've been through the down. Remember the last bull market, guys, I had like 6 months experience and I got put into YouTube, and I had to write a whole bull, which I've always been amazing at. Bull markets, I'm very good at. I didn't know a bear market, I didn't know a sideways market. Now I can tick all 3 boxes and I got a resume behind me and I've learned a lot throughout the journey. And the main goal here now is to have the most profitable community in the world. And that's the goal, which means we got to educate. On some of these days, I'm going to show you guys exactly what happened and how you can basically just take this and print it and put it on your wall so that you can see it again in the future. It's going to happen again, just on a little bit of a bigger scale. But ultimately, it's about being a little bit more level-headed and a little bit more disciplined, right? And that's what it comes down to. Yes, there's nothing wrong with being over bullish and being excited. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, but it kind of makes you forget the basics. It kind of makes you go back. You kind of lose a little bit of yourself. And that's the big goal here, is for us to stay level-headed and to make damn money. Don't you all want to make a lot of money? Don't you all just want to be rich? Okay, it's a skill to do that. I've met a lot of successful people in the world, and they're all extremely disciplined. Okay, and they understand money on a whole nother level. And that's the goal here. You're not just in crypto, you're learning the money game. You're the boss, you're now in charge of your own finances, you're in charge, which means you hold the responsibilities too. Which means today, if you're sitting in a loss, you didn't do it right. And that's not a bad thing. We fixed that now, but you didn't do it right. Not this person, this person, this person. No, you are the boss of your own money, right? You didn't do it right. So let's quickly learn from that, fix up, put a couple of patches on, and we get going again, right? But the main thing here is to enjoy the bull markets. And in order to do that, you be balanced. We take profits on the way up. We make a lot of money. I don't know about you guys, but for me, this is a little bit of an early start of the bull market. And, I'm nearly, a 4x on the account. That's amazing. But the main thing that I'm proud about is on red days, I have money. Okay. And this was a big lesson that I only learned this year, guys, because you go through different markets, right? But this year, it made me realize when the market was ranging, when I would make a bunch of money and it would all go back. And I did it for 6 months this year, I did it. And I was like, Sheldon, there's something very simple you need to tweak here. You have everything, right? You've studied this game. You've been in all the wars. Like, what is it? And it made me realize it's just one or two little bolts that I need to tighten. And that's where I think a lot of you guys are at. One or two little bolts. And that's why when the market woke up, it's like, Sheldon, this is the perfect time for you to change those bolts now. Okay. And to have that little bit more of structure and just make sure you are making money. That's the main thing. Doesn't matter what anyone says. Make sure you are making money on the way up and make sure you're preparing for these things. So now I'm sitting on 917K. I think it was around 860 yesterday. I took a bunch of shorts, okay, just on a couple of tokens that really did well. And I saw Bitcoin was basically starting to create this uprising channel. So let's go through a couple of things over here. And obviously just show you guys the first thing. The first thing is always just zoom out a little bit and understand where the market's at. And it's pretty clear that we're in a little bit of a bearish pattern. So just remember the difference between bullish and bearish on these sort of times is bullish would be when we go up and then we do that to the downside. That is bullish. Okay. And when we are basically slowing down and going to the upside, so we pump up and then go up, that is actually bearish. Right? And what that is, and it's just a short term, it's a bearish pattern. It's giving you a little bit of an early warning sign that your coin is actually slowing down, if you like it or not. It's not just pumping strong anymore. It's actually slowing down. And that always gives an opportunities for the bears, or especially the market makers on that, for that cheeky little wick to come down, shake the market out and get going. Okay, so that was one of the big signs over there to see that has been happening. But the next thing, again, that was quite obvious to see as well, and this is what I spoke about previously, was how we started distancing ourselves from the momentum line. So we all know that we stick on a certain trend, and the moment that we pull away from that trend, it always gives us an opportunity to shake the market out and continue. Okay, so the moment that we go far away, always just know that there is a shakeout that can come at any single moment that will catch the market off of guard. Right? And this is going to happen. And again, the scale is going to get a lot bigger as we go. So that's a big lesson over there. Now, let's actually jump straight into the Bitcoin chart over here. And let's go through a couple of things. Let me show you guys what I'm seeing. So this, firstly, was yesterday. We cannot say we did not just call the top phenomenally, right? Like, this is insane. Look at that. We literally said, I said, guys, there's two scenarios. I said, either going to want to push us up higher. And I've been speaking for multiple days now. I said, they're going to probably send us just below 100 or just over 100. They're not going to hit 100 exactly, right? Because that's what the market wants. And that's where it's going to really trap people. So yesterday, we were literally over here on the showtime. Matt, how's that for showtime? Literally on the top. And I said, guys, we are in here. And that's why I entered a couple of shorts. And I said, from here, we can see a strong rejection. Now, let's go into the actual chart and show you guys what has happened now. So we have lost that wedge, okay, which means we're about to see a squeeze to the downside. Now, the damage is going to probably come pretty soon. Okay, and it's going to be the initial damage, because what this does now, and I'm pretty sure I can see it in the audience and a lot of people as well, people are sitting in red positions now, okay, especially those who bought late. So what it really does now is it punishes you quickly because you don't know what to do, right? You're sitting there, maybe I can survive this pullback, maybe I can't. So they kind of come aggressive in the beginning first, then they will slow it down. So I'm expecting the market to actually just speed up a little bit from here. Okay, and continue to just speed up, and then that will be the damage done. The market will settle. A couple of RSIs will reset. I'll get into that now, and then the market will start to return. And we also know a bunch of new altcoins are going to pump when that happens. We're going to see a bunch of gaming tokens move. So there's a lot of massive opportunities that are going to come from this dump. But we do got to understand it's about to accelerate a little bit more. Okay, so if you look at this again, this is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. I've got two major zones that we're looking at. The first one is the $89,000 to $90,000 zone, and the second one's 84 to 86. Now, guys, this is where another lesson that I'm going to show you guys that I'm doing a little bit differently this time. Previously, I would go for the first green box, right? I would always go because you're stuck between two boats here, right? You don't want to be too bearish because you might miss the buys, Okay, but you also want to understand that the market is very much leaning in one direction at the moment. So you've got 95% of people that are very bullish and long in the market. So there's a lot of leverage that's flying through the roof right now on the longs. Okay, which means that that initial candle that will come down might actually over exaggerate because it's there to actually wipe out a bunch of people in the audience before it continues to go up again. So what you'll see is many times on a dump, you will see the immediate reaction will be very strong, which isn't actually the real pullback. It's actually manipulated to wipe out a bunch. Then it settles and it starts to make the higher points. So what I'm doing differently this time is I'm actually going to focus on this zone as my first zone that I'm paying attention to. This one, I actually have time. Now, let me explain to you why and what I basically mean about that is because if this one happens, it's the best opportunities you can get. You are buying an incredible special. I'll show you what this results in altcoins. You're buying them, but the price will not stay there long at all. Okay. And if you look at this drop, price will go here, here, and then get going again. As an example, this one for me is the ultimate buys. And that's where I want to put my focus to today. Okay. Because I know that this one is quite easy to get because if price goes down now and settles for 2 days, we know where to buy. But this is the one that's really the one that will separate the big dogs to the small dogs or the medium dogs, right? That's the one that's really, so previously I would get very bullish at the first level, but I also know that this one is probably going to come and do a bit of damage within the market. And I also know as well, and I just want to show you guys this over here, is dominance is going up, guys. So altcoins will catch the bleed. However, market goes up again, you know where altcoins are going. All of these dumps, again, we're probably going to see a bunch of little red candles or a bunch of bigger candles on the 4-hour, but one green candle will come in the next couple of days and it will all be gone again. Okay, so I know that altcoins will not stay there for long at all. But realistically, right now, they are going to be the ones that are going to get punished more than Bitcoin at this point. Okay, so jumping back over here, what I'm preparing for on today's show in specific is I'm actually going to set a couple of limit orders for this one over here because I actually know that we've got about 2-3 days to easily get this one. But what happens if we get this one? This one will put us instantly in the money, give us space between the rest of the market, okay? And we would be the ones that actually catch it versus a lot of the market will not catch it. Okay, so here is my 2 plays on Bitcoin and my 2 major bounce zones. Okay, and again, it is not super bearish. Now, I want to teach you guys something as well. You could see on the right over there, but that's it over there. Now, if we zoom out on Bitcoin, we are not breaking or changing anything, right? We are not losing the bull market. This is not the bear. This is none of those sort of things. What you are basically seeing over here is you are looking at Bitcoin and the move that it's made. You got to be realistic here. Bitcoin went aggressively very quickly over there, and then it did start to slow down. Now, all that we're looking for is a nice pullback into a good zone that is healthy. And if you zoom that out, what Bitcoin then looks like is something that did this, right? And that is very much bullish. That is not bearish at all. That is showing you that Bitcoin is in this type of trend at the moment, okay? That's what it's showing. So this pullback is not a bear, bad, this, whatever. It's actually healthy. And what you'll see again is I wouldn't be surprised that after this pullback, Bitcoin actually pushes to around 130, 140, 150, you know, and the next leg, I think the next leg is going to be very big, okay? And then the same thing will happen at 150, it will come back down to 100, and then basically start the blow off top, okay? So this is healthy that we are seeing right now because it's healthy because it's a little bit of the higher time frame pullbacks. Okay, and this is where it usually catches people off guard because a higher time frame pullback can last a couple of days, okay? And that's where people will pre-jump. They'll probably buy the dip right now, and then it will keep dipping. How many times in your life have you bought the dip and it's kept dipping? Say yes in the chat. Many times, right? This might be one of those times again where you pre-jump a little bit too soon and the market just continues, and then you get a little bit of exhaustion, okay? It probably wipes you out on a little bit of short-term trades and then gets going again, okay? So this right now is not a bad thing, but again, when this dump happens here, it's not, it does something like this, and it gets going again, which means your best opportunities is that first immediate reaction. Now, why is this market going to possibly speed up so quickly? It's because people are crapping themselves right now, right? So there's a lot of fearful, especially new people that have just come into crypto, okay, have basically, now they are regretting their choice. They're going to panic out like nothing, okay? And that's the sad, that's why if you are new here, guys, you need to become, you don't have much time, but you got to listen to those who are emotionally resilient, right? I have strong emotions now because of crypto. Never before, Okay, but crypto has made me strong like King Kong, right? It's made me very strong in that point, which means here a lot of people are going to panic out. So what you're going to see is over exaggeration, people fearing out now. Okay, and I wouldn't be surprised if a little bit of news comes out. I wouldn't be surprised either. We hear something going on in the world or something that this, whatever. And remember, these news events is what creates more of the panic. Okay, but it's actually always the right emotions to be buying. Remember when we said when we open up trades, we open up investments. I got tons of charts and stuff for you guys now. I'll jump into that in a sec. But remember when we said when we want to start a trade or start an investment, you are buying depression, fear, and panic. Those are the three emotions that you live off of to buy. Okay, those who bought late that are panicking down, that's what you feed off of. When do you sell, guys? Is when you have altcoins go up 40% in one day. Okay, and when you have a lot of people jumping on Sheldon for selling, then you know exactly that is euphoria, that is hype, that is we're only going up, we're only going that. Crypto starts to become easy when you start to just zoom out and start to see, wow, okay, like it was just because the market was over euphoric 2-3 days ago because we saw the biggest altcoin pump we've seen in a very long time. But that's the emotions that you take profits into. And then a couple of days later, depression starts, and that's what you buy. Okay, so these are the things that you pay attention to very much. So let's go through a couple of other charts over here as well, and just prepare you guys a little bit. So again, dominance is going to go up. Now, guys, I am not a strong bear, okay, but I do want to tell you that this dominance can go back up to around 60%, which does mean the alts can have that little fast nuke, and it might be a bit more. So it's just, again, preparing us. Let's put some good limit orders in today. Okay, there might be some fear it's gonna over exaggerate the altcoins, but it won't stay there for long. Okay, so this dominance is showing me up, and then let's get to the good news, right? Sheldon, where's the good news today? The good news is the next altcoin pump is gonna melt your faces. Okay, when this dump is done, this pump here is going to separate the big dogs. Like this is going to be amazing. Okay, and remember, the only difference between now and 6 months ago is the market has just sped up, okay, in that sort of thing, and the range are bigger, but you're trading on higher time frames now, okay, which doesn't make sense. You know, you want to be on the 15-minute charts. You catching buys on higher time frames where once you get the buy and you just work hard for 3 days on your buy, you make money on that specific position for months. You don't have to work hard for that anymore. Okay, where previously we had to get in and out, in and out. You're going to become a millionaire by sitting on your hands. How does that sound? That sounds pretty good, right? That sounds pretty amazing. But that's what it is, because not often do you get high time frame parabolic runs, very high time frame parabolic runs. So that is the dominance over there. Now let's jump to the altcoins. Oh, just before that, I just want to teach you guys something quickly over here on Bitcoin. And I just want to show you guys this is what exactly we are looking for today. You're going to see it on altcoins and you're going to see it on Bitcoin as well. But it's important to understand what's going to happen. So here, Bitcoin started the slow bleed, right? It basically started from here, from 99,000, and it slowly bled to 94,000. Then what happened is it started to lose some support, which basically means price is going to start speeding up now. It's going to start creating a lot of panic, and you're going to start to see that within the chart. So what we are entering now is we are entering the aggressive speed up phase of the pullback. And what this is a liquidation wick. This is to trap and to destroy any late buyers that went long on leverage, right? And then what happens is the first dump is the hardest. So it dumps down really hard. Then you get the bounce, okay? And then we start to pull back again. And that higher low, where it's a slowdown zone, you get a higher low in, and then we speed up and we make new highs, okay? So that is what, if I take that now and I just move this straight from here into here, this is exactly what I'm seeing. There we go. Look at that, right? Look how it lines up so beautifully with my analysis as well. Where that's the first one, that's the next one that we got some time, and then we sped up and we're back in the bull market very quickly. Okay, so all you are seeing now is things are speeding up, which always means as a person that wants to make money or protect money, always know that when we speed up is near the end. Okay, so if we are pumping, so the same thing here, we go, exact same thing that just happened to Bitcoin now, where we speed up, that's usually the end, right? And then it does the same thing again. Okay, so the speed up process is near the end, but it works the same way to the downside. So we are not far now from the market accelerating now and actually the bottom being put in. Then it will slow down a little bit, okay, put a higher low in, and then start exploding from there. So let's jump in. What does this mean for altcoins, Sheldon? Well, how far down are altcoins going to go? Okay, here is my plan on altcoins, guys. here is my plan on altcoins. Okay, so again, I'm preparing for a deeper crash, a little bit of a deeper momentum push to the downside. Why? Because I want to make sure that I understand that this market gets over-exaggerated, okay, and I mustn't pre-jump the gun too early. So this is still showing me that altcoins from here drop around another 12%, which realistically means on your altcoins, another 10, 15, 20% from now, from where we are right now. It can happen very quickly. What that looks like on the chart, it looks like this on the daily, which is very healthy. Now, you got to understand where altcoins stopped. Okay, altcoins stopped. That's all-time highs on altcoins, which means the next pump from here, this dip that we're going to get now, we go to all-time highs on altcoins, and it's probably very likely we're going to break all-time highs on altcoins. Okay, and that is mega. That is bigger than the pump we just saw now. Okay, however, this is where I'm seeing us drop. So that's where the altcoins, I see a fast drop here, a higher low, slow down, and then altcoins go absolutely berserk from those areas. And this chart as well showed us, it's also reminding us that, Sheldon, your first dump can happen in the next 24 to 48 hours, your big dump. But overall, the market will take about probably 3 to 5 days to recover from this. Okay, so today we are not focused on making money. Today we are focused on getting the liquidation buy. Then, when the market gives us a bounce, settles, then we're adding the rest of the money in. Okay, so we're not going all in. We're going around 50% of our capital on limit orders now. And then on the next break, that's where we're going all in. But overall, this can take up to around 3 to 5 days, and then we start off. So realistically, what that looks like on the weekly chart for Bitcoin, okay, and I just want to show you guys this over here, is Bitcoin, and this is actually very interesting, because look at this over here. You see this weekly. I want to show you guys this weekly. You see how the weekly is just crossed over here, right? So what I think is going to happen, this is what I think is going to happen on the weekly chart. I think this red candle is going to come down. And I think it's going to come down anyway here again, but the 85, 90,000, that's what I'm preparing for. Then next week, a small green candle, the week after, a small green candle, the week after, a small green candle. Now, as long as these candles stay below this high, this RSI will actually come down. Okay, and it will take it another 2-3 weeks to get up. Again, altcoins will fly in that time, and then we break and we get going. Okay, so that's why I think the immediate dump is going to be the biggest one, and then it's going to be over with. Then it's just going to be a little bit boring and start to fly up from there. But again, altcoins are going to rip, right? Altcoins are going to move very quickly. So this again, so let's go through a couple of altcoins and let's get moving. Ones like Phantom, very bullish at the moment, okay, and probably not going to come down too aggressively. Okay, and this is ones that I have my urgent list of what I'm going to buy right now. You know, previously we got our list of what we want to buy. I have an urgent list today. Okay, because the moment that Bitcoin puts a little green candle, Phantom does this. So Phantom's one of the top coins that I just want to get something in on this dump. Okay, that's an important one for me to look at over there. Chainlink's the next one. Theta's the next one. Because these coins are just bouncing hard as hell the moment that thing. So I got a little bit of an urgent list. So my first one that I'm looking at, and I'm just going to show you guys now because it's not about shorting. Yes, I like making money to the short, but I don't want to get into a habit of shorting. So again, what I'm going to do right now is I'm closing my shorts and my trades right now. Because yes, this was nice. I made some money. That's cool. But the shorting mentality is not what I want in a bull market, right? Against a short mentality will give me a caught. Now and then take a cheeky one. That's cool. And that's amazing. So there is my shorts now closed. Okay, because I'm not in it to make money to the downside. I'm getting ready for my buys. So again, the first one over here, and I'll go through this quickly. Reminder to those that are in Sniper Club. I'll remind you guys again, there's a massive special on Club. Okay, it's 10% off for 3 months. Sniper Club, Matt is actually taking all of these charts and he's putting them in a spreadsheet for you guys. So you'll get all my charts and all my levels inside of Sniper Club. Okay, today I'm going to speak about it. So have your notes and your pens. But here we go. So my first buy that I'm looking at on Phantom is around 85 cents. So I'm going to pop in over here. Now, again, you want to take a tequila here. You don't want to just go massive leverage. So I'm sticking to my nice little 3X's and 2X's, right? These are I'm not going high leverage at all. So with Phantom, I'm going to pop in a nice little 2X. I'm going to go here to my limits, and I'm going to pop in 85. What does that mean? It means I'm expecting at least, I'm going to go 85.5. I'm expecting at least, let's see how long am I going to go here. Okay, long like King Kong. Okay, there is my limit order on Phantom. Okay, and I actually have, that's about 50% of what I want to put in Phantom. The rest I'm going to put on the breaker trend. Okay, so amazing. Next one that I'm looking at for some strong buy. Let's go through the list over here. Okay, so Solana. Sol, I drew this yesterday. So I'm expecting a short-term bounce from the market now, any moment now. A small little bounce up, and then another crash down when the market opens a little bit later. I want to catch Solana around $210 to $200. So I'm going to go a little bit of worse scenario. I'm going to go around 205 for Solana positions. Okay, so I'm going to pop in over here and I'll put in Sol. So when it comes down to on a day like this, red days, right? You want to buy your best coins first. Okay, before you jump into all other coins, there's tons of coins I want to buy, but there's a couple of coins I really want to buy first. Phantom, Solana, AVAX, these are the tokens that I want first, and that's what I got to pay attention to. So I'm going to go around 207 because 200 and 210 is my buy zones over there on a 2x leverage, and there I'm putting in a great position on Sol. Okay, now let me go through a couple of charts so you guys can see the levels. There we go. Here is my play on Injective. My two buys, 25.5, 25.5, and 23. I would put limit orders at 23.5 first, and then this one you got a little bit more time to buy, but these are your two buying zones on Injective. I'm going to remind you again, these are massive buys on Injective. This coin broke out of the weekly wedge, which means after this, I'm looking at us get to $50 after this. This is massive, okay? This is a great breakout. So where I'm buying this, I'm buying a high time frame level. So that's one that I'm very excited for, is Injective. 𝗫 is another one that's actually getting 𝗫 is getting near a buy zone, okay? But my first buy zone here is around 5.9. So I'm going to go pop this in over here on 𝗫. 𝗫 is pulling back a little bit more aggressively than the rest, but let's pop in over here. Okay, so I'm going to go 𝗫, and I'm going to go 5.8. Now, guys, if the market settles in the next 2 days, that's all we need. We need the knife to stop and to settle, okay? And the market starts to break trend in 2-3 days, we'll start getting in from there. But for now, you prepare for the wick, okay? You prepare for the wick, and we get going. So let's go here. Put a nice little cheeky 3x over there. Don't want to go too big. And I'm going to go 5.8. 5.8. Okay, and I'm going to pop in. Let's see how much money. Okay, there we go. There is my 𝗫 protocol position. Okay, things like 𝗪𝗡. Let's go look at 𝗪𝗡. There's 𝗪𝗡 over there. $18. But again, Bitcoin is not anywhere near its buy zone just yet. If Bitcoin goes to these levels, it's showing you, look how fast, guys, that whole pump is gone. Those who told me, oh, Sheldon, market just started to pump, you got out. Exactly. It's the exact same place where it was 4 days ago. It's a pleasure, right? Don't get too drunk so early. It's very important. So 18.2, and then I would even look at lowering it around $16 on 𝗪𝗡 as well over here. Chainlink, there we go, 15.5, $14. But again, 15. These zones here are good zones to put up something. Doge, one that I really want to buy. 35 cents and 30 cents are my two targets. XRP, rocket ships after this. I actually watched yesterday's show, and Rand said he's selling altcoins this dump. So I don't mean in a bad way, loser. Anyway, I've been I've been buying Cardano and talking about Cardano and XRP for so long, and I got teased for trading altcoins for so long. Yeah, who's the biggest pump tokens right now? Cardano is ripped. XRP is ripped. Even Litecoin's waking up. So I don't care. A lot of people think fundamentals matter in bull markets. Not really. They don't. Everything pumps. If it's there and the trade is there, take the trade and take profits. Doesn't matter where it is. Just don't. Memes, I'm different about. You know me and memes. Memes is another thing. But any token, trade it. Don't be afraid of nothing. Don't. Everything pumps in bull markets. So XRP, $1.2 and explosions from there. Things like Theta, not pulling back. I might not catch this one just yet. Let's see. Okay, so some tokens I'm going to have to be okay with not getting. DOT is one that I definitely want at 7.3. Definitely want DOT in these areas over here. We're actually not too far. I think in about between today and tomorrow, I think the altcoin low is going to be in, guys. So we're not too far away from these levels over here. AVAX, this is an important one. AVAX, I want to catch AVAX at 36. After this, I'm seeing an $80 AVAX, guys. So massive AVAX after that, rally after that. THORChain. I can't believe how cheap this coin. This coin has not even run yet, guys. One of your biggest opportunities, right? THORChain, catching this thing at 4.7 to around the $5 range. Massive buys on THORChain. I'm going to go here. I'm going to make sure I'm definitely getting this. Okay, so what did I say? I'm going to go at 4.9. On THORChain. I am not missing this one. I nearly missed the Phantom one. At least Phantom's pulling back now. I can catch that one again. But THORChain, I'm definitely not missing. Okay, so I'm going to go 4.9. 4.9. Okay, and I'm going to pop this in over here and get a massive bag. Let's see. Let's get a decent amount. Again, I didn't use 50% of my money now. It was just only allowing me to buy a certain amount. You'll see this over here. Guys, remember, I am truly enjoying WEEX. If you don't have a WEEX account, you can get dollars here. If you register, you get 20 bucks. Do your identification, you get 10. If you deposit, you get 100 bucks. I'm loving WEEX. So if you want a WEEX account, no KYC, very simple exchange. Volume is incredible. I don't know if you see the size of the account that I'm trading. I'm not struggling to get in and out, which is massive. And look how many coins are on there. Every coin that I've traded is all on there as well. So massive shout out to WEEX. That is in the description. Let me just actually give a quick shout out over here to WEEX. Wow, comments are flying. Damn. Guys, Sniper Club, massive special. There's the link. School. I'm doing one in 3 weeks. It is free. Remember, I got school today as well, guys. Don't miss. There's the WEEX for the exchange signups, and there's Bitfunded as well. If you're not using Bitfunded now to pass your 2 levels on this next push up here, you're gonna have money to unlock. Remember, Bitfunded. Just want to show you guys here. Wait, where is it here? Let's just see here. Remember, Bitfunded has these challenges, right? And I just want to show you guys. There we go. So you pay 79 bucks, and if you pass 2 levels, you unlock 5,000. So I would use this dump, and I'd get in small when we break short-term trends. You only need 8% to get past the first one, with leverage, by the way. And the second one is 5%. And I would unlock the money before alt season starts. Remember, if you buy 2, you get 1 free of this one over here as well. Link in below. There's a special over there. Okay, let's go through. There's THORchain over there. Aptos is another one that I'm paying attention to as well. I was looking at this TIE thing as well. This thing has been ripping. Insane. Let's be about Cardano. Look at Cardano's pump. Okay, Cardano absolutely ripping. So Cardano is getting to an area, but I don't want to drink a tequila too early. So I'm actually going to go a limit order around 71, 72 cents a wick. Okay, because this is what I think can happen at any moment. A wick, back up, and we get going. Right, so I'm going to go Cardano at around 71 cents over here. Theta. Okay, I'm going to definitely get Cardano, because anyone that says altcoins are not going to pump are just blind. Okay, I'll go 72 cents over here. I'm going to go 72 cents, and I'm going to put in a nice limit order over there as well. Okay, guys, so today, what did I do? I took my best coins that I really want, and I put limit orders in for the worst case scenario. Tomorrow, we are going to get gaming tokens, AI tokens, smaller cap tokens. It's going to take us 3 days to build all my bags. And by the end of the week, by Friday or so, all my money is going to be in the market again. It's all going to be in orders. It's all going to be ready to go. So today is about getting your favorite best tokens, putting those limit orders in. Then we let the market settle. Then we look at gaming. Then we look at this. And we're going to get prepared for the massive rally. So guys, like the video up. Lots of love to you all. Well done on taking profits. Be very proud of yourself. Don't go and ruin it now and just go all in, things like that. Keep level-headed. Those who are stuck in positions, just get through this patch and just be a part of the journey with us. We're a real community here. We give a crap about people, and I want you all to succeed. So love you lots. See you all tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Goodbye.